everyone, welcome back to STL TV Live. I'm Ivy Hartman, and here to fill us in on Grace Hill and those awesome free summer jazz concerts during the Whitaker Urban Evening Series is Rod Jones, president of Grace Hill Settlement House. Welcome, Rod.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. I was just talking on one of our other shows how this time of the year makes you just want to get out and get some flip-flops on, go outside and listen to some great jazz music.
Absolutely.
And here it is upon us. June and July, the Whitaker Urban Evening Jazz Festival Series. So tell us more, though, about your role with Grace Hill Settlement House. We know that you guys are a big organization. Kind of tell us the difference between the Settlement House and the health service centers and things like that.
Yeah, absolutely. So most people don't realize that actually Grace Hill is two separately incorporated not-for-profit organizations, and this year we're celebrating our 110th anniversary. And so Grace Hill Health Centers is one of the largest federally qualified health centers in the city of St. Louis, serving about 50,000 unduplicated individuals, and mostly people who are uninsured or underinsured. And so when we say underinsured, those are the people who typically have hourly wage jobs, McDonald's or Burger King or the service industry, who at best have catastrophe insurance.
Right.
And so we do a lot with children mental health on the health center side. On the settlement side, we actually continue the tradition that started in this country in 1889, which primarily focused on helping immigrants settle in the country. And so today we continue that work around making sure that it's community-based and people have the opportunity to equitably participate in pursuing the American dream. And so that takes on a lot of forms. We're one of the primary providers of early child care services through Head Start. We do a lot with women, small business development, community renewal, housing, a number of things like that.
And where is the Settlement House located for those viewers who don't know?
Yeah, so we actually operate about 7 locations.
Okay.
And so we have 2 of our primary hub locations where we have collections of services and partners in neighborhoods. One is our new campus. We have the health centers at the corner of Florissant and Grand. And then we have another large campus up on Minnesota Avenue.
Right. So the Jazz Festival's been going on or the Jazz Series has been going on for 7 years. And we're in our seventh year this year. What has it done in terms of exposure for Grace Hill, being a partner with the Whitaker Foundation? It's
been significant for us because a large part of our work is about how we build communities, how we bring people together. And so we simply can't do our work unless people and communities can come together and find common purpose. And so for us, it's been huge. We've had over 23,000 people to show up in North City, of all places, from over 70 different zip codes. And so it's been a huge opportunity for people to come from as far west as Chesterfield to actually get to meet other people that are different from them, as well as to understand what goes on in city neighborhoods.
So speaking of that, help us understand what goes on. There's a lot more going on than just a great concert at the series.
For sure. It's first of all, it's a great time for people in the neighborhood to come out, and people, it ranges. So people sometimes will come out with just a glass of wine, or sometimes people have their own barbecue grills, blankets, and so it's become a tradition in North City for people to come out and to hang out. And so we've made sure that we left a big dance area open, and so I can remember a year ago or 2, we had a great tribute to Michael Jackson, and everybody's dancing all over the park. And in addition, we provide good opportunities for neighbors to have access to resources, school enrollment, early childhood enrollment over the summer months.
So there's food for sale also, and there's also children events as well.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a family-oriented event.
Okay.
And so if you can imagine about 1,200 people in the park, amongst those there's children in the face painting areas, and most years we have the water apparatus on so kids can play in the water sprinkles as well.
Okay, so the series is every Thursday in June and July, except for July 4th. And it kicks off on Thursday, June 13th, and that's from 7 to 9 p.m. The big kickoff, though, is this huge concert with Terence Blanchard, who's in town with us. And we're going to learn a little bit more about what brought Terence to town in our next segment. For more information on Grace Hill, you can visit gracehill.org or call 539-9500. The Whitaker Urban Evening Series, again, starts June 13th at 7 p.m. It is a family-friendly festival. And the park, which park are we going to?
It is St. Louis Park at Rauschenback and St. Louis Avenue. just about 5 blocks west of Crown Candy. Crown Candy, everybody knows.
Perfect. Now, how's parking there? Do we need to know anything about it?
Oh no, typically you have to find a spot. We have a fair amount of security that watch people's cars. We do advise people to get there a bit earlier because the space starts to fill up quickly.
All right, Rod, before I let you go, just any favorites or things that you love about this series?
Typically, I love to see people dance, and so there's a great opportunity. It's not really stoic where people just sit on the side. People can actually get out and dance and have a great time.
And will we see you out there dancing?
Of course.
All right, good. I hope so. All right, Rod Turner, everyone. He's from Grace Hill. Thank you very much for being here with us. Now, I don't want you to go anywhere because there'll be a lot of people at the Whitaker Festival this year, including Jazz St. Louis, and we'll find out a little bit more about how the Opera St. Louis is connected to Whitaker Foundation and this great event as well. So don't go anywhere. Back with more right after this.